Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of The Pursuit of Being a Stand-Up Leader. I'm Jared Whitman with John Russell of Business Source, and we've been breaking down John's book, Be a Stand-Up Leader, the ABCs of getting the job done right. We just talked about value creation for your customer, and now we're going to talk about under promise and over deliver. John, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, there are several chapters in this book that have the same message.
I agree.
There's a reason for that. It wasn't on purpose. Like, I didn't set out to make sure that I drove this point home about 6 different ways.
Yeah.
But I am driving that point home 6 different ways. The chapter today, page 222, under promise and over deliver. Now, you may think that that is the most basic, common sense, everyday, why wouldn't you do it that way all the time concept.
Right.
But people, companies, leaders fail periodically to deliver on what they promise. And every time I see something like that, I'm like, why don't you just shoot yourself in the foot? Because it's stupid.
Yeah. I think the cool thing about your book is it's a lot of really good stuff on how to be a good stand-up leader and run your business well. And I think that a lot of people need to hear something at least 7 times before it sinks in, right? So having things, there's a lot of overlap in your book, which is really cool. It makes it very consumable. And yeah, 222 under promise, over deliver is very similar to episode that we just shot.
Which was on creating value.
Yeah.
So the problem as stated is that stand-up leaders promise things they can't deliver to get the sale or to make the deal or whatever the deal is. They just say whatever they want to get it to happen.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. So my advice is identify a key deliverable that you're sure you can deliver and build a customer promise around that. Confirm what the customer's expectations are for your product or service before you sign a contract with them. And then after you deliver your product or service, follow up with them. Again, hello, hard work, to make sure that they're still happy and to reconfirm that you've exceeded their expectations and they'll be loyal forever. So find a key deliverable that you can't screw up.
I think like something good to put in place is a system. Like follow a timeline of events of how you can do your check-ins and what you agreed upon during the time of contract signing. Create a timeline of events for the customer. Hey,
I call that the desired outcome.
Desired outcome. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think and then see where you can exceed the customer's the customer's expectations, which is over delivering on your promise.
Right. Under promise and over deliver. If it doesn't get any more simple than that, I don't know what is. So build a deliverable that you're sure can exceed their expectations. I'm John Russell, author of Be a Stand-Up Leader, the ABCs of Doing the Job Done Right. I'm here with Jared Whitman of Whitman Media, ace marketer, videographer, and stand-up leader. Thanks for being with us. Check out our YouTube channel. You'll be glad you did.